What's up, my people? Unfortunately, you have to deal with hearing my family in the back, in the distance. I'm sorry about that. It's New Year's, so everyone is active, and I don't have like sound canceling or anything. Hopefully, it's not that bad, but I'll try to cut out the parts where it was. Anyway, I really just wanted to hop on here so that I could talk about 2020. Now, I'll start off with the good for once. Regardless of all the chaos and things that's happened that's been on here, I feel like although it hasn't ended yet, and I'm talking about COVID really and all of that, I feel like it's a better time for people like me to be on the uprising or to just come around and be uploading and things like that on YouTube because since you can't go outside, you're looking for a way to spend your time. You're on social media more, and hopefully you're on YouTube more. I have gotten a few more random people just come to my channel. And I feel like that's just because people just scrolling through YouTube. Sometimes YouTube recommends my videos to some people, um, but anyway, I feel like it's been a bit better at least this past like 2 months on here for me. I've learned a lot about what I want to do and about how YouTube is about me like gaining popularity and things like that. I know what needs to happen. I, for the most part, know what's gonna happen. Uh, but one thing I don't understand is how there are people that will subscribe to me or subscribe to anyone or really subscribe to Pronet, to get me, anybody, and then they like disappear later. Like those people like unsubscribe, and from my little brother, it's like bots. They're like subscription bots or something like that, which I don't know why they exist. They're kind of irritating. You never really know when it's a bot that subscribes to you or an actual person. So you never know if they're gonna stick around or not. You don't know either way, but that's one thing that confuses me. Um, I have a feeling I'm not gonna be able to keep this video like on topic or sorted properly. So I'm just really gonna ramble. This year has been tough for me, man, and I know that it's been tough for all of us, really. But I just feel the need to talk about how tough it was for me because I felt like it wasn't gonna be tough. I felt even after knowing all the COVID things that happened, all the other things that happened were really out of nowhere. The whole George Floyd situation, the issue with the election, and things like that, Black Lives Matter. All of that was a pretty big struggle, and I've just never seen my immediate area change so much. This year has been insane, and there's always insane things that happen online, or that you see online, that you see on the news, but it very seldom happens to you. You really don't see a lot of that happening, right when you open your door. Seeing all of those changes literally right outside in my neighborhood, and plenty of changes even in my house, has, I don't know what to call it. It's pretty surprising. It's quite an eye opener, more like a reality check. Speaking of reality checks, this year has been hardest for me in terms of like friendships and things. I feel like plenty of times along the way of this year, I've lost myself and lost a lot of people as well. Now, losing people is like normal to me. It's like it's always happened. I've never really been too hurt by it. But this year, it feels like it's happening way too consistently. And without going too much into it, I just felt like I just lost people consistently. Like I went from 90 friends on my friends list to 59 in a month. Like, how does that happen? And I started to question myself and what I've been doing and the choices that I've been making. I had a few breakdowns, things like that have never happened until this year. It's quite shaking. I don't really know where I stand in terms of a lot of these friendships, or where I want my friends to stand with me, or like it's more like reality. Reality always hit different. The truth hurts, and when I see the truth, and the truth that comes up so much more often, it I don't know. I didn't know how to handle it this year. This year was a scramble for me in terms of my mental health. I felt like towards the end, it got a lot better in some scenarios, in some situations, and worse in others. And right now, I feel like the same problem. Everything else is fine. I feel, besides school and friendships. Uh, those are the things that I'm most worried about right now. And I don't know. It's just been a big scramble for me when it comes down to friends. Some people I put in the dark, some people I got distant from, but most of the times it was them that left me. And that has never happened as often as it has this year. I really don't know why that is, why all of that happened, especially the way that it's happened this year. I still can't figure out if it's me or them. Um, because I just want to feel like I just feel like it's got to be me. If there's tons of different people that are all reacting the same way, there's got to be something making them react like that. And what's the only thing that's been the same, that's came in contact with all of these people? Me. Um, but I don't know. I've had some people tell me I've changed, and I don't like the sound of that. I don't know. I don't know. Just feeling like, just having someone tell you you've changed, it automatically has a like negative a negative effect on me. Like when somebody tells me I've changed, I feel bad about it. Like, oh no, I never wanted to change. Like switch up. And I know change is mandatory. Change is gonna happen. It's futile. It's just, I don't know. I just feel like they mean it in such a negative way, and I don't want to have a negative effect on like my friendships and things like that. Um, so I don't know. Like last month, a few months ago, not last month, a few months ago, I just came to the conclusion that I'm not that good of a person. I'm not as good as I thought I was, because I'm just not good with these people. I'm not good with like making friends. I thought that I was coming out of my shell a little bit more, trying to be the extrovert, trying to be a little bit more extroverted. I've had people tell me I'm like, you know, outgoing and things like that, and I take pride in that. But I feel like I don't live up to those terms, uh, and that's just a lot of self-realization that's been happening in 2020, and it's significant to 2020 because I've never felt this way before. There's plenty of things that have like kind of triggered this in me, I feel. And it's taken a while to understand them. But I think we're getting it down. I'm not going anywhere. I don't know if I've changed. For the people that know me personally, I guess I can only ask them. Uh, but I don't know. I don't know if I've changed for the good. I don't know if I've changed for the bad. I probably changed just neutrally. I mean, I am getting older. It's, I don't know. And y'all can see that even with the videos. Every now and then I go back to like some of my super older videos, like 2-3 years ago. And the channel is only 3 years old now, I believe. Not 4. 3 years old now, I think. I'm also gonna have a little special anniversary. I don't know for that, but as far as my like progression and things like that on YouTube, I feel like it definitely could be worse. And there are people that are lower than me, been on here longer than me, all of that. Like it could be worse. I can't help but to be grateful for the numbers, and really I don't care too much about them. I always upload no matter really how many views it gets. It's just the only time it matters to me is when it's super low. Like I feel like my average amount of views is like 12. If I get under that, that's fine. But if I get like if I get like 4, 5 or lower, that's when I'm like, okay, maybe they're not feeling this kind of thing. Because I do want y'all to watch. And if y'all are not watching, probably shouldn't upload that. At the end of the day, I'll upload what I want, but I'll be, I'll probably just, I don't know. I feel like I'll be swayed a little bit by the numbers being super, super small. But at the end of the day, I can't help but to be grateful for the numbers that I do have, you know? Still on that road to 1K. I was hoping to hit 500 by the end of the year, but that was a little naive. I didn't, I know what I gotta do to do that. Everybody wants to see what's new. Everybody wants to see what's fresh out, you know, these new games and whatnot. And I just don't got the money nor interest for that. I just don't like everything new that's coming out, you know, like Cyberpunk. I have no interest in that whatsoever. I really don't care for that game. GTA and all of these new updates, I really don't care for none of that. Never played NBA, never played none of that. You know? Like Call of Duty Cold War, not the money nor interest. I never liked multiplayer. You know, the shooting each other game mode, which is multiplayer. I was always big on zombies, and I realized if you're not getting those, if you're not the one to put out the Easter egg videos, how to do this, how to do that, how to find this, put this together, or just, you know, when a new map comes out, you got to be the first to upload it. Or if you're not surviving fucking round 200 on a regular basis, nobody's gonna watch. I'm just trying to casually play and make it up there because people like me for me and my edits. So of course, I'm not gonna consistently grow because I'm not even putting out consistent games nor content. So that's really how that goes. I want to progress and get the subs my own way. You know, just by doing what I like to do what I want to do. I don't want to do what everybody else wants me to do, which is why I'll upload what I want at the end of the day. But you know, the numbers is gonna take a while, and I don't know. I might end up resorting to trying to upload what's new just to get some of those views. I've tried a few times already. I don't know, man. But that's what I've learned this year in terms of like YouTube and all of that. And then I talked about my friends and how I've been going through those issues. That's why 2020 has been tough for me. I feel like a lot of people, and some of them that I actually even really trusted, I lost. Like, man, the way the realest ones turn out to be fake, I've gone through that this year. And I always expected to go through it at some point, but it's been tough the way it happened this year. I had somebody that didn't care if I died. They still don't even know if I'm dead or alive to this day because they don't care. And that's somebody that I really trusted. I had somebody else that turned out to be someone I thought they weren't. I don't know. It was like a whole politics thing going on, you know, when the George Floyd thing was going down, and I just felt that they were on the wrong side of, or they weren't on my political standpoint. And I'm not crazy into politics, but I feel like it just means a lot when someone has the same political views as you. And I hate to say that because you're like letting these presidents and things like break up friendships and cause arguments, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. Politics ended up breaking up the friendship that I had for 3 years, which wasn't a lot. It wasn't a super long time, but I really trusted that person. I really liked them, and then we ended up splitting because of politics. It's tough. It is really tough, but this year has been more difficult than any other that I've witnessed or been here for. There's not many of us that can say we've had worse. You know, I feel like this has been shit. This has been the worst year that I've lived through. I know I can say that. I don't know how many of y'all can say that you've had a worse year. And man, if y'all can, that's insane. And you should be glad that you're still here if you've had worse than this. But I feel like this year, politically, all of that's been going on, it's been really tough, and it's hit harder than any other year to me. Like I said, I haven't been here for the longest time. I don't know, man. So 2020 has been rough for me. It's been rough for all of us, but just talking about me, I've experienced a lot of things that I haven't experienced before. And I expected to experience a lot of them, but not this early. And especially not this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's tough. It's tough for sure. I hope y'all were cool when it comes down to 2020 and just try to flip the negativity and the positivity, or take some positivity from negativity in any way, because you can always turn something good into something bad, and that's what everybody does anyway, out of pessimism and just being negative all around. So you can definitely do the opposite. They say that, happiness isn't forever and things like that, but neither is sadness. And you just be sad when you want to, really. Most of the times what's making you sad is what's on your mind. And you have an imagination. You can flip that. You can think about what you want to think about, So I try to take positivity from negativity all the time, and just look at the bright side, really. So out of all of this, I feel like I've learned a lot. It's opened my eyes, definitely, for sure. And out of all of these friends I'm losing, I am really sad about it, but I feel like I'm just weeding out the bad. Weeding out the fake ones. Like, everything happens for a reason, and I feel like these people weren't meant to be here. Even if I really believed that they were meant to be here, I guess they weren't. It's like, even if you're in a relationship for a really long time and you're thinking that you're going to marry this person and y'all end up breaking up, it just wasn't meant to be. That's just the way I think. You try your best to make it work, because if you don't try your best, you can end up changing the future for the bad, So just, I don't know, just look at the bright side. More often than not, look at the bright side, y'all, because there's always gonna be a bright side. Just like you can always find a way to make something bad, you can always see the bad in something, you can also always see the good. So that's just what I've learned from this year, and I hope that y'all learned a lot too. Went through a lot, and you still here. So handle your business in 2021. No matter what happens, handle your business in 2021. I don't want to say anything crazy about what I think gonna happen in 2021 or whatever, this, that, because we thought a lot of things was gonna happen in 2020, and shit, look at what happened. Everything we expected not to happen, happened. We didn't expect any of this, man, especially not the virus. Hope y'all been staying safe from that too. Wear your damn mask. But yeah, just whatever is thrown at us in 2020, whatever's thrown at you in 2021, just endure and look at the bright side all the time, because you'll get through it. Just like we all got through this. It's been tough for sure, but we handled our business. So yeah, man, that's just what's going on here. Looking forward to 2021, because I hope that people get their act together, and the reassurance or the little bit of confidence that we'll get from knowing that 2020 is gone. And shit, it might not even have been your fault. Time just moving as it should, and here go everybody dogging 2020. Like 2020 is just 2020. It's just a year. Shit, technically we made everything happen to us that happened. You know what? Whatever. It don't even matter. At the end of the day, 2020 gave us a run for our money, all of us, and you can't say that you weren't affected, because it was global. The virus was global. Anyway, I hope y'all continue to watch me in 2021. I hope y'all continue to support me, comment, like the video. Hoping that I'm making y'all laugh, because I'm definitely having fun editing these videos, making these videos, playing these games. And I don't really like making New Year's resolutions because I've never followed through with them before. And I don't think I'm ever going to follow through with them, period, because I'm not that good with consistency. For a whole 365 days, I'm supposed to live up to this expectation or resolution or goal that I made at the beginning of the year. And I'm supposed to make that happen by the end of the year. Like, I don't know. I feel like I should be making too much of a... we should be making a big goal, because it's going to take a whole 365 days to make it happen. But anyway, I feel like if I did have a New Year's resolution, it would be to... I don't know, man. Something when it comes to YouTube, I feel like I want to grind more. Cause I had fun doing that daily upload that I did. Like, I did it for a good 5, 6, or 7 days, and it felt good. I feel good grinding and editing all those videos back to back like that. It felt pretty good. So I want to upload a little bit more consistently in 2021. But that's really it. That's never been too much of a problem for me, though. I left y'all for like 2 weeks maximum. I don't think I've ever left for more than 2 weeks. I don't even think I left y'all for more than 1 week throughout the entire year, really. And I don't really know how to feel about that, considering where I am. Yeah. I feel like the gang, Teacup Peanut Cast, I'm a little, if I'm gonna be real, I don't know. I had some negative thoughts about that at first, but I think I learned to accept them so much to the point where it doesn't really bother me anymore. I was like so disappointed at first, and I still am a little hurt that they don't, feel the same way about YouTube and uploading as me, and I figured that out kind of the hard way. But it's fine. It's all for fun in the end, I guess, for them. But I don't know. I figured out a lot this one too. Mainly about myself, though. If y'all want to share what y'all learned 2020 in the comments, feel free to. And shit. Happy New Year.